Welcome back. Uh, we were talking about components and containers. Let me repeat. Component is an independent visual control or object which is appeared on the screen, which can be either a push button or a slider, radio buttons, combo box, which can be anything. And container is a group of components. Container. The name itself says container contains a group of components. So let us see more detail about the components. If you take swing components are derived from J component class. So please remember this. All the components are derived from the J component classes. So this is this table shows the class names for swing components. These are the components we used in Java. These all different classes we used. We have something called, and remember everything start with the J, and J should be the capital letter, and the next name should be again a capital letter, something like we have J applet, J button, J checkboxes, J checkbox menu items. Right from J applet to J viewport, we have no near about 50 classes we used. So, and please remember everything is present in J component class. So in this, if you take this J frame, J label, these are components. J panel is, is a container. So please remember this is a list of swing components in the which includes the containers. So I advise you to remember a few of this because in the coming classes, coming topics, we need to remember this. We need to make use of this. So So please have a look at this right from J applet to the J viewport. This is collection of containers as well as components. Let us see what is container again. So normally what happens with swing is which defines two types of containers. If you take the first one, which is at the top level container, is nothing but J frame. It's a collection of containers. So we have J frame, J applet, J window, and J dialog box. I repeat, swing defines two types of containers. The top level containers are J frame, the J applet, J window, and J dialog. And what is special about this container is, as I told before, normally all the containers has to inherit a J component, but this containers does not inherit J component, but they still inherit AWT class component and containers. So there are two AWT classes, one is component, other one container. They inherit this, but they don't inherit J component class. And another thing is top level containers is not contained with any other container. They itself is an entity. They are not within any other container. They itself is different. They are unique. And but if you take no your components can be, or lightweight container can be contained with another containers. So this is the second type of containers. The second type of containers supported by Swing are lightweights. I repeat, there are two types of containers in Swing. One is high weight. They don't inherit J component class. They inherit AWT classes called component and containers. You can look at this. Second one is the lightweight one. They do inherit JC component. If you take a lightweight container, is this is an example. J panel is an example for that. And this lightweight container can be contained within another container, but not with the heavyweight containers. So this is the two types. So one is top level, and other one is lightweight one. So please remember the differences. Next, let us see a small yeah wait yeah next is about the swing packages. So what are the packages we use for swings? So let us have a glance. So here is that no we start with Java X. So the moment you see Java X dot swing, so please remember that we are going to write a Java swing programs. So right from Java X swing to Java X swing dot undo. So we have around no, 35 to 37 classes. So but please remember the main package is Java X dot swing. This package must be imported into any program that uses a swing. It's mandatory. It contains the classes that implements the basic swing components such as push buttons, labels, and checkboxes. So in the coming videos, coming topics, you're going to see how this can be done. So please remember, main package is Java X.Swing. Every package, every program which implements Swing has to import this. So let us see a small Swing application. As I told, Swing programs differ from both console-based program and AWT program. This is different. This is not like you are no. We have studied two kinds of programs so far. One is your console-based. All these days, what you have seen. Second one is AWT-based, which is event-driven programs. So normally there are two types of Java programs in which Swing is typically used. So Swing can be used with your desktop application, or Swing can be used with your applet programs. It uses two Swing components. Normally, one is JFrame and JLabel, which we have seen in the previous video. Swing components. JFrame is top level container that is commonly used for Swing applications. JFrame. And JLabel is a Swing component that creates a label, which is component that displays information. So I repeat, the coming program we are going to use two Swing component. One is JFrame, other one is JLabel. JFrame is a container and JLabel is a component. So this JLabel component is used to, which is a component that displays the information on the screen. So let us see how we can do this. So here is your program. As I told, no, you have to import java.swing. Yeah. So this you have to import, and this is your your swing class name. This is a constructor for this, and look at this. I told Java frame. I told Java frame and two classes you have to make use. One is Java frame. Just a minute. Yeah. Yeah. Java frame is a container and JLabel is a component. So this is the Java frame. Yeah, Java frame. We have to create an object. So we are going to create a frame for our swing, something like no photo frame. We are going to, and this is a message we are going to print a simple swing application. And so for that we are going to set the size. So initially you have created object. For the object you are going to set the size and what is the x and y is, or rows and columns you need for that, or we can say that length and width for this. Next is set default close operations. So this is object I have created, set default close operation. So what happened is it says exit on. So you have to exit on close. I'll tell you what is the meaning for this. Let us go to the next one. Next piece of code. Yeah. So next is you're going to add label for this. Swing means powerful GUIs. So this label you're going to add, and using JLabel we have to create an object, and this is a constructor for this. Then what is the object you have created? Using this you can add this. So we have so look at this. This is an object for your your constructor. Sorry, your container, and this is the object you have created for your JLabel. And what you are going to do is you're going to set visible for this. You're going to set visible. That means which will be visible for everybody. And